Welcome back to the show. Hayley Atwell will be coming out in just a minute, but first I thought, you know, we have one of the greatest scientific minds in the green room, Brian Cox. I'll be chatting to him a while, but I thought maybe the other guests might want to join him before he comes out here. So I have a scientific question for you, and I'm going to encourage you. Oh, John, I see there. Okay. All right. Please don't take it personally, John.
No.
I'm glad that banana's getting put to good use. OK, well, I'm going to ask you a quick question, Brian.
Yeah.
Just a yes or no answer will be fine, whether it's possible. One thing I would like to see science work on, teleportation.
Yes, it's already been done. Wow. For single subatomic particles. But...
Never mind but.
But the principle is there.
The principle's
so
there.
maybe.
So maybe we can avoid the rush hour one day.
Yeah.
OK.
I have a question.
OK, John has a question.
Is science getting closer to discovering a cure to the norovirus?
No.
OK.
Some biologists don't consider viruses to be alive because they can only reproduce.
I beg to differ.
Yeah.
They need a host to reproduce.
This looks like a really weird nature show there, like you're observing. I don't know who's watching who. Hey, we're going to let him go home, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a great sport. Let's hear it again for John C. Reilly.
I'm
John,
running
thank
out
you
of
so
air.
much. There you go.
Go on. I won't touch any of you.
Yeah.
You see. Take care.
Okay. So let's get my next guest out. Before she does come out here, let's hear an action in the fabulous Captain America. Here she is.
Recruits, attention! Gentlemen, I'm Agent Carter. I supervise all operations for this division.
Must be the accent, Queen Victoria. Thought I was signing up for the U.S. Army.
What's your name, soldier?
Gilmore Hodge, Your Majesty.
Step forward, Hodge. Put your right foot forward.
We gonna wrestle? Because I got a few moves I know you'll like.
Agent Carter,
Colonel Phillips.
I can see that you are breaking in the candidates. That's good. Get your ass up out of that dirt and stand in that line at attention until somebody comes tells you what to do.
Yes, sir.
There she was in action. Here she is on the couch. Hayley Atwell, ladies and gentlemen. You haven't got it, have you? Did you touch John? Have you got anything? No. Poor guy.
I stayed well away from him.
But that's the terrible thing. When you know someone's got it, you don't want to touch them, but you don't want to be rude.
No, what do you do?
You do the fist bump. You go like that. You don't shake hands. You do that, and then you can touch me. I haven't got anything yet. There, and then you wipe it off like that.
Do that.
And just
Quite subtly.
don't put your whole fist in your mouth afterwards, though. That's how you do it.
Why would you? Okay.
To show off. Hey, so congratulations. I love Captain America. And I guess would that be right, that was your first blockbuster movie, your first one of those big-budget American-style films?
Yeah, I'd done lots of theatre and TV in Britain, and this was the first kind of studio thing that I had to go into. So it was exciting, pretty overwhelming. But we played a lot of computer games, which is why I kind of know a little bit.
So you knew Sonic immediately. Even though you were kind of the love interest in it, but at the same time, it was nice because your part had some action to do. You were in there with the boys, roughing up like we just saw there. Much training for that? Did you have to get in good shape for that?
Yes, I had the same trainer as Bond, who's an ex-Marine. And we had lots of sessions together. And my first session, though, I kind of, gave it 100%, thought I can do this. And I turned green, threw up, and had to be sent home. Ooh. So, yeah, it was horrid.
Your upbringing, I was reading about Hayley, obviously, and I didn't realise you had such an interesting upbringing. I thought you were kind of a traditional English Rose type.
No.
But your father was a Native American Indian, or he is still a native.
Yeah, he was...
I mean...
he's
just
still
checking
here.
he hasn't changed and...
Yeah, he was very interested in it and looked back at his ancestry and found out that there was a link there, and he was very into studying it, shamanism and that sort of thing. So I went over when I was 17 to do a kind of a sweat lodge.
Okay, so what is a sweat lodge? I've heard of it, I'm not quite sure what they are.
So you there's a pit, and you gather rocks and you heat the rocks all day, and you build like this kind of igloo around it, and then you go inside like a kind of a cave, and everyone's naked, and it's pitch black, and it creates like a sauna. So it's like a cleansing thing. Physically, it's very, very good for you. And then, many cultures, ancient tradition of using it as prayer and ceremonial, and there's drumming and all that. But my task was to find the rocks that wanted to put in the pit. But I was told that I couldn't just go and collect rocks. I actually had to ask if they wanted to come. It was so mad, but I was like, no, I'm absolutely respecting that this is a very important part in the culture.
Did any of the rocks say no?
I was quite naive, and I was on my own, so I could have not done it, but I just went and sat and just went, do you want to come? It's nice and warm in there. And then just went, no, okay, no, nothing. You're giving me nothing. And then I was like, I've only got 20 minutes late. Oh, God, okay. And I just gathered loads. I'm like, you all want to come. Come on. You all want to come. It's great, isn't it? So, yeah, it was, I tried my best, but I wasn't fully immersed in the world of it.
Let me ask you about Black Mirror then, because this starts Monday night. I don't know how many people saw the first series of Black Mirror on Channel 4, but it was just, I thought, really unexpectedly great. I thought it'd be good, but unexpected. And I've seen the episode you're in, which I just thought it was incredible. Remarkable, because presumably it was quite a low-budget thing. Mm-hmm. It's a science fiction thing, but it's all on you, mainly, you and one other performer who's terrific. Who's the actor with you?
Donald Gleeson, yeah.
He's great,
brilliant.
isn't he? Tell it, without spoiling it, because it's one of those things that has a real kind of, it's a real twist.
Yeah.
And angle it. Without spoiling it, how much can you tell us about it? Before we show the clip, how could you set up what happens in it? It's
essentially about grief, but it's in a kind of modern-day way of exploring that. And it's about a woman who loses someone in her life, and she discovers that there is an app that you can download, and you put in all of his internet online activities, so his Facebook status updates, his tweets, his emails, anything that he had done online.
Anything visible online that
exactly.
was from him.
And it will simulate him in a chat, and it's scarily accurate. And it begins with that, and she's very, in a kind of moment of desperation. I guess it's a study of how far we go when we're desperate and grieving, and she becomes kind of obsessed with it. And then that's how it kind of begins, and that's the journey she goes on.
Let's have a look. This is Black Mirror. It's Monday night on Channel 4, and I recommend it highly. Look at this. It's quite chilling, isn't it? Just that little clip, you can see it's quite a chilling idea. But then the story goes other places, so you should watch it because there's more to it than that. But it's a brilliant thing. Brian is going to be doing an experiment at the end of the show. I'm looking forward to finding out what that is. Okay.
There's a reason it's at the end of the show, because I was worried that may well be the end of the show.
OK, well, I shall look forward to it, I think. But you had something as well. You had something you could demonstrate as well, you said.
Yeah, it's quite weird, and I'll look like a blowfish when I do it. And it's really, really, really odd. I'm trying to get it right. I have a little voice inside my mouth. I stuck inside and I can't get out! Yeah.
Why didn't you do the whole interview like that? That would have been incredible.
I could, yeah. You have to... Do you want to try it?
Well, I don't know. I'm just enjoying watching.
I'm stuck inside and I can't get out!
OK, first of all, how did you learn you could do this?
It's hereditary. My mother passed it on as a gift.
OK, so you do the
So you puff out your cheeks and you blow. So you go... and then you start making sound.
Pretty good?
Are you going to be sick?
I do feel so.
Help me, I'm stuck inside!
How are you doing that? I don't know how you're doing that. A fabulous party trick.
Yeah.
Brian, what would be the scientific explanation of this?
That's a genuine talent.
Ladies and gentlemen, the genuinely talented Hayley Atwell. Thank you so much. OK, we're going to take a break, but join me afterwards. I will be here with the one and only Adam Hanks, so don't go away.